Hello everyone, it's me, Hydro King, and we're back with a one-shot what if for Halloween month. Now in this video topic is going to be what if Joseph from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2 became the ultimate life form. Now to start off this what if, we're going to take a look back at Part 2. Or should I say, the very end of Part 2. Anyways, let's begin. So, we start off with Joseph and Cars battling it out. But then, oh no, the stone mask. We can't let Cars get to that. So, before making it to Cars, Joseph pulls a little nice trick with his clacker balls and manages to knock away the stone mask and well, he caught it, but not with his hands. His face got in the way, and as soon as the sun rose up, he began to feel the power of the stone mask. And shortly thereafter, Joseph had became the ultimate life form, with Cars' powers included. But anyways, in this timeline, it is Joseph who gets the powers and not Cars. But yeah, essentially what happens now is that, well, Cars is going to die pretty quickly. Why? Because Joseph being the ultimate life form, him having Cars' powers like in canon, like he's gonna get destroyed. If not by the sun, then by Ultimate Joseph, as I'll call him. Ultimate Joseph's hormone, or should I say mastery of it. With this hormone, he would be able to kill Cars no problem. And Part 2 would come to an end very quickly. Now, while Ultimate Joseph is celebrating that he killed the ultimate evil, his friends are super happy that he's still alive, but his mother, Lisa, is worried about him, that all this power could corrupt him. But Joseph isn't worried about that, and plus, who knows what kind of benefits he has now that he has this power that he has within him. So we'll go on to Part 3. And it should be noted that he's going to look like this throughout the rest of this short what if. So yeah. Of course, it's been many years, and Joseph meets up with Jotaro, and of course, he met Avdol through his travels. And of course, the whole spiel of how stands work, Dio's back, the whole spiel. Although, things are going to be a lot easier because, well, threats like Kakyoin and Polnareff, well, they're not really much of a threat because of, well, Ultimate Joseph. So really, he's not too worried about himself, and plus, he's more focused on Jotaro's stand ability and training. Of course, Jotaro can't really talk much here because, well, his own, relative, Grandpa, is a lot stronger than him, so he really has no room to talk. Although he still calls him an old man and stuff like that. So, stuff happens in canon, but way, way faster. And also, it should be noted that Ultimate Joseph's stand, Hermit Purple, is a lot more powerful. It almost seems like it's a Requiem stand. But anyway, it's able to do a lot more. It's it just becomes a really good stand because of Ultimate Joseph's power. So, with everything happening at a really quick pace, the Stardust Crusaders no longer become the Crusaders, as Ultimate Joseph would declare them the Stardust Kings because of how powerful they are, and the hellish training that Ultimate Joseph would put them through in mastering their stand abilities. And Iggy would survive. Yeah. But anyways, we get to the point where Ultimate Joseph and the Stardust Kings fight off against Dio. Now, of course, Ultimate Joseph thinks Dio's not that big of a problem anymore because, well, he's way more powerful than him. Although Jotaro, he's not going to relax that easily. So, Ultimate Joseph thinks he's going to get him with Hermit Purple and just be done with it. But little does he know about his Dio stand, the world. It has the power to stop time. Of course, they wouldn't know about this, but later on in the fights with Dio, Kakyoin and Ultimate Joseph would finally figure it out. And hey, I guess Kakyoin and Abdul survived this too. Anyway, so they figure out that the world has the power to stop time. So, Ultimate Joseph's getting a little worried, but he's still cocky, and he tries to fight Dio one-on-one. Of course, Dio laughs at this, says, yes, it is frustrating that a Joestar is this powerful, but he's not too worried, and plus he could take advantage of his arrogance. And oh boy, did he. As he was able to use the world at the right time and begin to suck the blood out of Ultimate Joseph. And this, surprisingly, would catch Ultimate Joseph off guard and debilitate him for a bit. And the Stardust Kings are in shock, as now they're terrified at this new Dio, who is powered up by Ultimate Joseph's blood. And now the real battle begins, with Jotaro and Dio battling out, with Star Platinum and the world going head to head. And it's a lot more of a fierce battle. And a lot more times it seems like Jotaro is going to die. But thankfully, since there's the Stardust Kings, and they're way more powerful now in this What If, it's still a struggle. And Dio is still frustrated as to how he's still not strong enough to take them all out. But anyway, so the battle rages on, and then Dio thinks of a way to escape and separate the group. Of course, Jotaro goes after Dio, and of course, Dio thinks, how can you possibly face me, Jojo? Your stand is weaker than mine. You're wrong, Dio. My stand is the same as your stand. What? That's right. I figured out how your stand's ability work. And now, I'm going to use it. And of course, Dio says, I'd like to see you try. And of course, now both stands are able to stop time. And it's pretty apparent that Jotaro is able to use it a whole lot better than Dio. Of course, this frustrates Dio, and he does the roll dive thing. But of course, Jotaro still wins the day and beats Ultimate Dio. Of course, Jotaro would check up on everyone and Joseph. And, well, he just came back. Really nothing much to it, it's just he felt a little dizzy. And so, when they finally defeated Dio and all his henchmen, the Stardust Kings would begin to separate. Although, some would stay together, but Polnareff decided to be off on his own, at least for a while. And so, that brings this part to an end. I could go on and cover part 4 and 5, but it would just get ridiculous. So, this is the end. Alright guys. That's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, so that you could check out more of my videos. And stay tuned for the final Halloween What If for Halloween month. And this is Hydro King, signing